A solar eclipse happens when a new moon moves between the Earth and the Sun, blocking some or all of the Sun's rays from reaching the Earth. By cosmic chance, even though the Sun is 400 times wider than the Moon, it's also 400 times farther away. Therefore, the two objects appear the same size in our sky. Astronomers are able to predict eclipses because the Earth and Moon have very predictable orbits. Why then isn't there an eclipse every month? The Moon's orbit is usually tilted a few degrees north or south in relation to the Earth. When the Moon does eclipse the Sun, it casts two types of shadows on Earth: a smaller, darker shadow known as the umbra, and a larger shadow known as the penumbra. There are four types of solar eclipses. The first and most spectacular is a total eclipse, when the Moon. That's why the imaginary line created by this shadow as it races across Earth is known as the path of totality. Outside the path of totality, the Moon passes in front of the Sun off-center, never fully covering its surface. Third, an annular eclipse occurs when the Moon passes directly in front of the Sun. However, unlike a total eclipse, the Moon appears too small to fully cover the Sun. The Moon's orbit is elliptical, so sometimes it's closer to Earth and sometimes it's farther away. Last, a hybrid eclipse is when the Moon's position between the Earth and Sun is so finely balanced that the curvature of the Earth plays a role. The Moon will be farther away from some parts of Earth along the eclipse's path, resulting in an annular eclipse. In other parts, the Moon will be just close enough to fully cover the Sun, resulting in a total eclipse. While a total solar eclipse happens somewhere on Earth every year or two, any given point on Earth experiences the event only about once every 400 years. There are ways to enjoy an eclipse safely. The easiest is to use certified eclipse-watching glasses. You can also look at the eclipse indirectly by making a pinhole viewer. Simply poke a small hole in a piece of cardboard. Hold the cardboard up to the Sun, allowing the Sun's image to be projected onto a flat surface. Be sure to look only at the surface and not through the cardboard. Just before the Moon completely covers the Sun, low-lying valleys on the Moon's edge will be the only spots that sunlight continues to pass through. These remaining brilliant shafts of light, known as Bailey's beads, will disappear one after another. And finally, a single bead of light remains, known as the diamond ring, signaling that you're just seconds away from experiencing totality damage. While an eclipse can last a few hours, always be able to see total solar eclipses. The Moon moves about 1.5 inches away from Earth each year.